Hi Doctor, my name is Fu Fei and now I'm going to present for the engineering practice BEJ30701 Lab 4, Session 1 Group 3, and these are our team members FATIN, CHOON, and me Fu Fei. Now I'm pass to my friend for the next part. Hi Doctor, my name is Fu Fei and now I'm going to for the question 1, the lab sheets. And for question 1 is asking for the before doing the soldering process, explain the things to pay attention to. Before that, we start for the soldering process. We need to pay attention for some things. We need to pre the soldering iron by cleaning the tip with solder, because this process can help us improve the heat transfer for the iron to the part we want to solder. Besides that, it also helps us to protect the tips and reduce wear. First, make sure that the tip is attached to the iron tightly in the place and turn on the soldering iron and let it heat up. After that, wipe the tip of the soldering iron with a damp wet soap to clean the soldering iron, waiting for a few seconds to let the tips heat up again, and touch solder to the tip of the soldering iron and let the solder flow even around the tips. And this process will extend the soldering iron life, and when the tip wear up and need to replace it, I need some rope and pipe. Next, I will pass to my friend for the next part.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NASUHA binti ASROL. My metric number is AE180043. Okay, I will present question number 2, which is state the requirement used to perform the soldering process. Okay, first we use solder, which is the filter material that melts and joins the two materials. And the rule of thumb is it should have a lower melting point than the material to be joined, so that it will melt. Okay, second is solder flux. Solder flux is used to clean the surface of the metals that are to be joined. And third, solder flux pen is used to apply flux on the metal surface before the soldering process. For fourth, solder seal wire connectors. When hit the connector using lighter or small head gun, the solder melts and flows through the disjoint wires. Once the solder solidifies, it creates a joint between the wires. 5 is solder tips. Solder tips is used for a specific type of soldering. 6 is soldering with a type of desoldering tool that is made of intertwining copper wires together. Okay, while for 7, solder face used in PCB assembly for soldering the electronics. And 8, solder sucker is used to remove solder from PCBs. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is JANIS and my matrix number is CE180032. So right now I will proceed to my part in this lab. So as you can see here, this is the question 3. So describe the things to pay attention to when installing components on PCB. So depending on the device or electronic items on PCB is designed for, different components will be needed for the different circuit. So this component can consist of a range of electronic parts. So some common PCB components including the battery, resistor, LED, transistor, capacitor, inductor, and diode, and also switches. So the component can be attached to the board in various ways. So there are two general methods to install the component, which are the surface mount or the through-hole method. So following a schematic pattern and using number on the set screen, the solder will be used to attach the components on the board. So a person need to be careful during soldering process, as we know that the soldering iron is hot. So a solder is a metal that is a melting material. It can be manipulated. So any stray blobs that are out of place and touch other metals components could cause the circuit to short. So this can be dangerous, causing fire and even small explosions. So when the components are installed correctly, the PCB is ready to be used in the device. Thank you.
Hi Doctor, I will continue for the question 4. In question 4, we are required to see the 3D visualization of the PCB and show my component of our circuit. And this is the review of the PCB for the front view and for the back view. Next, I will go to question 5. Question 5 is asking for, are there another alternative soldering techniques besides a manual soldering to assemble the components? Yes, there are another alternative soldering technique is silver soldering. It is an unsold method support to fabricate small components, carry out important maintenance, and build up tools. This soldering technique is used an alloy contains silver as a space filler metal. Though silver provides a free running individually, yet silver soldering is not suggested for space filling, and thus different flux is recommended for accurate silver soldering. Besides that, other soldering method is braze soldering. It is connected to two terminals of the metal by forming liquid metallic space filler, which run by attraction of a vessel through the joints and cool down to give a solid union through diffusion and the atomic magnetism. So that's all for our group presentations. Thank you, Doctor.